Words. Let's talk about dogs and words. We're talking about communication. What's the best words to use for this command? Why doesn't my dog listen to my words? Please, guys, if you're thinking words, you are archaic and self-absorbed and completely oblivious to the fact that dogs are sentient beings and amazing communicators, emotionally intelligent creatures. You're trying to use words with them. Well, here are the problems with words. Words are not good communication. So it's not good for communicating with dogs, period. Inside your words are tone, body language, emotion, and situational level of presence. So those things are way more important. But inside just any kind of word, you're talking to your dog and you're saying, come on, hey, oh, come on, no. Oh, there's a dog up here, don't bark. Oh, there's a squirrel up here, don't bark. Guys, they're feeling your anxiety. They're feeling your fear about what might unfold. They're feeling your lack of presence. You're signaling to them that they should be stressed. What ends up happening is they end up lunging, barking, jumping, whining, acting out that feeling. So the real communication, if you're really serious about communication with canine, the real communication comes through signals, through calming signals. It can also come through touch. You can say a lot to your dog just by touching them certain ways. Lovingly petting them, reinforcing something, grounding them, hand on their chest, grounding them, chopstick finger on the tailbone, telling them to sit, soft touch like this, firm around the neck. That's an assertive. You're telling them stop it or no, the way a dog would. Touch is a primal way of communicating with your dog. Words, they don't capture that. Words capture your state of mind. If you want to know where somebody's at, just listen to them without really listening to their words. Notice their body, notice what they're feeling when they're saying their words. People don't even use words very well with people. Just as a dog trainer, I'm just telling you what I see. When you do end up using words to name commands or using words with your dog, charge them. Charge them with the kind of energy that they're supposed to mean. So when I say my dog's name, there's a flavor to it. Bubba. I want him to look at me from whatever he's doing. He could be up to no good in the back parking lots trying to catch a rat. And I say, Bubba, I want him looking at me. I charge it. If I'm using a command, sit, down, stay, something where it's assertive, the tone is going to be different. The tone is going to be commanding. They should just understand from the energy of the tone what the word is all about. They don't really need to be so trained. Okay. So guys, when you're in this deep into the journey of being the peaceful alpha, there's a lot of unlearning that we have to do first before we can actually get into applying the language of dogs. Because the language of dogs, to be proficient in it, in order for your dog to just know that that's what you're doing, you have to be comfortable being quiet, being connected to them and being quiet. Not all of us, not so easy to do, which is why I want you guys to look after your mind, body, and soul before you do any of this work. Also, this becomes a practice. And as you begin connecting to your dog and working with your dog on a daily basis, you're going to start to cue into some interesting things about your dog's behaviors, because you're going to realize, ooh, yeah, they're emotionally driven. They're unfolding in the now. What could be happening in the now as your awareness expands? You're going to start to see you have a hand in it. Either you could have facilitated tranquility better. You could have set a boundary sooner. You could have praised a decision sooner. These little forms of communications, they're a lot more based on your presence and the tone. and the signals you give off, less about the words. Okay?